It's the international break, where we get a break from our tribalism with even more tribalism. Today, we're going to get into the CONCACAF Nations League, and ooh, baby, there were some very, very tasty matches in the Caribbean this past week. Let's get into it. Good afternoon, my peoples, and welcome back to the Counterattack. I hope you and yours are doing very, very well. We are all about Caribbean football here at the Counterattack because it's the October international break window. Some of you may hate it, but I absolutely love it. I get to watch teams like Turks and Caicos play the Cayman Islands and Aruba take on Cuba. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. I love this stuff, and I love that I can watch all of them live. So great. But first, today, we are going to start off with my beloved Haiti. And oh, boy. Relegation is what awaits Haiti down to League B. Another cycle in League A, and we just could not hack it at all. Bit closer this time. As you all know, it's Swiss-style system, so you play 4 games, even though there are 6 teams in each of the groups in League A, so Swiss-style system, and it would be very, very unfortunate if for 2 of those matches you drew the best team in the Caribbean, which is exactly what happened to Haiti. They had to play Cuba at home, Suriname away, and then Jamaica twice, both home and away. And oh boy, as you all know, in the September window, Haiti started off with a drab 0-0 draw against the Cubans, and then going down to the office to Kingston and getting a 2-2 draw, even though we hopped out to a 2-0 lead. Very disappointing to not hold on to the 3 points there, but it all wasn't bad. Still had 2 matches in this October window. One of them away to Suriname, which I thought we could get 3 points from. We should get 3 points from. And then one at home to Jamaica. Well, you know, not really at home. It's actually our 3rd home in this cycle for Haiti because all that's what's going on inside of Haiti. And then now with the visa situation in the Dominican Republic, the Haitian team couldn't play there. So they are in their 3rd home, count 3 homes. Port of Spain, Trinidad is where we would play the other home match. So we go to Suriname, and oh boy, it just did not go well from the beginning. Suriname scored an early goal in the 17th minute there. I think it was a defender, Richard, I don't know. His last name is Haps. He dribbles through the entire right side of the Haitian midfield and defense. And oh boy, we're going to get into the midfield because it's been just short of a disaster under Calderon. Suriname get in, score an early goal, and we were always playing catch-up after that. Mikhail Kantav, he does hit back for us in the 51st minute, ties the game up, but that's the way it ended. And after that game wound up in a tie, we were in the relegation fight. Deep in the relegation fight, my people. Absolutely hated it because our 4th game is at home in Port of Spain against Jamaica, the cream of the crop of Caribbean football at the moment, with Damari Gray, Mikhail Antonio, Leon Bailey. It is a very, very difficult team to beat. We did so well in the September break to get ahead and score 2 goals early on, but we dropped the 3 points there, and we were just never going to win this one. Jamaica get off to an early lead. We hit back a few times through Franzi Perot, but we wound up losing the game 3-2, and it didn't really matter what happened with the other teams, because we were condemned to relegation. For all of you Haitian football enthusiasts out there, I do believe it is now time to have a little bit of a think about where this Haitian football team is going. Because under the previous coach, Jean-Jacques, I believe was his name, he led us to promotion. He led us to some really good performances, albeit against probably slightly weaker sides. I think in this cycle, we had Suriname and Cuba, against 2 nations we would expect to win. We didn't win either one of those games. So really, what is going on with Calderon? I do not know at all. Ever since he took over, it's been either average performances or below average performances. The Gold Cup was a little bit of a free hit to him. I don't know what the Haitian Federation was doing, but they replaced the coach a couple weeks before the tournament starts. So Calderon comes in. We beat Qatar, which was a really good win against Asian champions. Poor performance against Honduras. Not good enough against the Mexicans, and we go out of that tournament. I thought, okay, fine. 3 points out of that group, 1 win. That's about where we are. Just about average. The performances I did not love. Didn't love them at all, especially in the 2 matches that we lost. But we did get 3 points. We beat the Asian champions. A respectable showing for a nation of Haiti's quality. But then here we come up this Nations League cycle, and oh boy, this is when all the cracks came to fruition. A drab 0-0 draw against Cuba, that was the one that we had to get 3 points from. And then the draw in Suriname, had to get 3 points out of that. We could have lost both matches to Jamaica and still either maybe just gotten into the quarterfinals, but we definitely would not have been relegated with 6 points. And the reaction from the Haitian press is typically just stinging my people. So we have here, in response to Haiti's relegation to League B, the Haitian press have released what they see, or what they consider to be the top 10 most shameful moments in the last 20 years of Haitian football, and several of those moments are laid at the feet of Calderon, the draw against Cuba, getting relegated from League A. Oh boy. Not enough scoring. The midfield, he keeps on chopping and changing, and some of that's not necessarily it's his fault. It's who's available, who's not available. Franzi Pirot, I believe, couldn't play in the first match because he plays domestically in the Israeli Premier League, and there was a little bit of problems getting out of the country with everything going on there. But really, the midfield, Sante, Alcius, I've been calling for Alcius to play, and he's just horrendous. He's been really poor under Calderon. Sante, he's been up and down. He had a few players in there like Kantav we haven't seen in the last couple squads that he's called in. I thought he did quite well. Fafa Picot, very well. Sometimes he looked like he was the only one running, the only one trying. Nazan, very, very disappointed in this man. Absolutely no impact up top. And at times, it seemed like we were playing with 10 men when he was on the pitch. Very, very disappointing. So, moving on, going forward, looking to the future, I don't know if the Haitian Federation are going to keep Calderon. There appear to be some rumors circulating that they're trying to go for a more established coach. I have no idea what they're going to do, but really, the next competitive matches coming up for Haiti are World Cup qualifying. And with the extra spot being allocated to CONCACAF for this upcoming World Cup in North America, Haiti have to really make a go at it. And under Calderon, I really don't know if that's possible for him to get wins against sort of like mid-range CONCACAF teams. He just hasn't been able to do it. Losses to Honduras, draws to Suriname and Cuba. That does not bode well for him. It does not bode well for Haiti. There has to be improvement. Moving on from Haiti's trials and tribulations, we are still in League A, my people. League A, Group A. After the 4 matches, Panama finishes in first, Trinidad in second. What a job by the Trinidad and Tobago team. Their only reason, again, that they're in League A is because Nicaragua featured an ineligible player and got automatically relegated, and it automatically sent up Trinidad. They wind up finishing in second place, qualifying for the quarterfinals and the Copa America qualifiers. Panama and Trinidad go through in this group. But what a missed opportunity for Martinique. Because Trinidad were catching an absolute beating in Willemstad against Curaçao, Martinique had a chance if they scored, if they won their game, and I think won it by more than 1 or 2 goals, depending on what was going on with Trinidad. They could have gone through, but they wound up drawing their game. El Salvador plays the spoiler here, even though they were already relegated along with Curaçao. So Martinique, unfortunately, do not go to the quarters. It's Panama and Trinidad out of Group A, League A. I have spoken ad nauseum about Haiti in this video, so I'm not going to get too much into League A, Group B, since that was Haiti's group. But Jamaica, unsurprisingly, win this group. They go through as the first place team. And in second place, probably also pretty unsurprisingly, Honduras are through to the quarterfinals of the Nation League and the Copa America qualifiers, as you already know. Unfortunately, Haiti have been relegated, and Grenada have been relegated as well. No chance for Grenada. Honestly, they were completely overmatched in this group. 2 goals for, 13 against, no wins, 1 draw. I don't remember who that was against. I think it may have been against Cuba, and 3 losses. So that's pretty par the course for League A, Group B. In League B, Group A, we have Guadeloupe and St. Lucia leading the group here, both on 9 points, the almost exact same record. So it's not looking good for St. Kitts and St. Martin, and especially for St. Kitts. Very disappointing from them. They went to the Gold Cup last time, qualifying through the qualifiers. For them to be sitting in third place here, 6 points behind second place and first place, really, really disappointing for them. Some of the other groups here in League B are pretty straightforward. We have, Nicaragua topping Group B, very expected there. We have Guyana topping Group D, very, very expected there. But League B Group C, ooh baby, French Guiana, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Bermuda, and Belize. I thought that St. Vincent and the Grenadines were absolutely going to get run over in this group, and they started out like a bat out of hell. Ooh, baby, just 2 wins straight off the bat, but in this window, they lose both of their matches, and French Guiana, they go top of the group. But St. Vincent and the Grenadines, only a point behind them, and a point behind St. Vincent is Bermuda on 6 points, and only 1 point behind them is Belize in last place on 4. All 4 teams in this group could wind up winning the group and going through and getting promoted. Amazing. Lastly, we are going to get into League C. 3 groups here. Again, everyone plays each other home and away. There are some really good games, really good matches here in League C. I saw Turks and Caicos play. I saw the Cayman Islands and the U.S. Virgin Islands play. St. Martin play. Some really good games in League C. And looking at these groups, St. Martin look like they're going to get promoted in Group A, League C. In Group B, in League C, bit of a tighter affair down there. Cayman Islands won their game against the U.S. Virgin Islands, so they go 2 points behind Aruba, even though Aruba have a game in hand. So Aruba's still looking good, but Cayman Islands making things just a little bit uncomfortable. And in League C, Group C, my beloved Turks and Caicos just could not get the victory against the British Virgin Islands in their last game. They tried so hard. The Turks and Caicos icon, Billy Forbes, had a penalty kick and then an absolutely fantastic free kick goal to send them ahead in their game. Unfortunately, BVI equalized a few minutes later, so they only get a point out of that game. And in this group, BVI leads the group with 5 points. They have a game and a point more than Dominica, who sit on 4 points, only played 2. And then the last place, my beloved Turks and Caicos, who are looking like they're going to finish last again in League C. So some really good matchups this CONCACAF Nations League. But it's looking not great for Anguilla, USVI, and the Turks and Caicos. I think all 3 of them are going to stay there. Probably Bonaire as well. Cayman Islands, because they played a game more than Aruba. Pretty not looking good for them. And probably the British Virgin Islands will get promoted here. Actually, I don't know, because Dominica have only played 2 matches, and they already have 4 points. So Dominica are looking good there for promotion. While it is over for League A, League B, and C still have to finish out their round-robin matches. The promoted teams from League A go into the quarterfinals to play the seeded teams in CONCACAF, Costa Rica, the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Trinidad's reward for doing so well in League A is a meeting with the United States of America in the quarterfinals. No rest for the weary, huh? Panama will play Costa Rica in what seems like the 50th time over the last few years. So no rest for the weary. Jamaica play Canada. That's going to be a really good matchup. And that's the quarters. It's been a really fun October window of some really good matches, which again prove that Nations League is a great idea, especially here in CONCACAF. And I am really excited for the final round of matches. This was a long one, so thank you for sticking with me, my people. Please slap that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.